You guys remember Victor Stitch Kuzmin, who appeared in the Call of Duty Cold War Warzone story? He was a prominent character. He was the main antagonist, the main villain of the post-Cold War story in Warzone. That story was much better than the one that we have so far. It was very condensed. It was linear. We understood the plot. We knew what was going on. He was a big threat. A lot of you guys, or a lot of the Call of Duty community, really enjoyed that character. And he was basically this guy who wanted Adler dead. And it was just a cool story. Well, at the end, let's skip through everything that happened. At the end of the post-Cold War story in Warzone, Kuzmin is found by Russell Adler, and they have a small but quick and effective conversation. And you guys can see it here.
You took your time. It's over. Your sick experiment is done. 12. 19. Adler, in ways you can't even imagine.
Now, in this conversation, Stitch offers up some information that Adler didn't know. The fact that Perseus, the original Perseus, is dead, and now Kuzmin has been operating as Perseus for the past few years. And that Perseus isn't just one person, it's an organization. It's this thing that has been going on for decades, and not Adler or anyone can stop it. And now Stitch has set something in motion that Adler will never be able to stop. That's basically the gist of what this conversation was. That's kind of what I picked up from it. Well, as you guys clearly saw, Russell Adler shot Stitch Kuzmin point blank in the head. I would assume Russell Adler, the CIA operative, who is shadowy, who is mysterious, who is one of the best new characters that Call of Duty has introduced in many, many years. A killer. You guys love how savage Russell Adler is, and I don't think that it's in Russell Adler's character to accidentally miss a shot on Kuzmin, to accidentally not really kill him all the way. And some of you guys pointed out on X that it's very, very unlikely that Russell Adler didn't check twice or even 3 times to make sure that Stitch was dead. I doubt that he pulled the trigger and turned around and walked away. I would have assumed they looked at the body. I would have assumed he told Alex Mason, hey, yo, I just shot this guy, come take a look. You know, like, when did they just left him there? You know, to die, to rot, okay, with a bullet wound probably in his head, and now all of a sudden he may be coming back to life. He may not be dead. Now, where does this information come from? Well, I saw it on X from COD F 2025, and this is his whole tweet right here. You guys can see it. It says, Verdansk hospital intel shows his exact phone, bloodstained notes, and a recovery letter confirming survival. This changes everything. He's not just a ghost. He's in play, and he's talking about Victor Stitch Kuzmin, because in this picture here, you see Stitch's phone with a note. The note reads, to the owner of this phone, how old is this thing? I couldn't track you down since there's no saved numbers data. Also, I don't want to touch it because it seems to be covered in blood. I hope whoever was injured got stitched up. Wow. So I'm just leaving it in case you come back to find it, and I hope you do. I know how it feels to forget my phone at home. It's torture, yada, 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 whatever. And then you got this picture here of Stitch Kuzmin holding that big-ass phone. So, obviously, it looks like he may have survived because there's a rumor that he is going to be appearing as an operator in Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Season 4. There's the big magic word. He's going to appear as an operator in the new season. Because that's what has to happen, because they have to tie it into the story and make it canon and confirm it. For some damn reason, they just have to do that all the time. So again, it seems that Stitch Kuzmin is coming back to life, and he's going to be an operator in the new season for Season 4. Now, what does that mean for Call of Duty? What does that mean for Warzone? What does that mean for the story of Cold War? Does it ruin anything? Well, you could look at it from 2 perspectives. First perspective is that maybe this is a flashback. This is a flashback before he died. And so we're going back in time for some odd reason, and we're going to get Stitch as an operator, right? Maybe Stitch and Perseus had contact with Pantheon, and maybe they show a flashback about that. You know, trying to connect the 2 factions, trying to connect these 2 things that want world domination, maybe, that want to control a lot of aspects of the world. Is it a good idea? I'm not too sure. Or or at least what this is hinting at, is that Stitch survived that encounter with Adler. And now we never see Stitch's body. So once again, you could use the oldest trick in the book: no body, no death. You did it with Graves, and you've done it on other occasions, I'm sure, and now you can maybe do it with Stitch, but people are gonna get pissed off. People are not gonna like that. People are gonna say it's BS. It's because you don't know. I mean, you guys can be mad, I can be mad, or anyone else can be mad, but there's also a lot of people that don't care, people that are happy about it, people that just like Stitch, people that just like his character, and they don't care if he comes back. They're happy that he comes back. It's like, hell yeah, he's back. Let's play with Stitch. I want to buy this operator skin. Such a cool ass character. I'm glad he survived. I hope he can wreak more havoc. There's two sides to every coin all the time, and when it comes to this topic of Call of Duty characters coming back to life, it's always going to be the same thing. And I'm thinking about it from a perspective of like, well, you know what, fuck it, if they bring him back, then whatever. It's not like it's going to change anything for me in the damn story aspect, I suppose. But it does bring home the fact that Call of Duty in its current state cannot, will not, is unable, is incapable of leaving a character dead. And the main reason for that is because you want to bring the characters back as bundles to sell them. Now, honest, I don't think I would care if a character is brought back into the Warzone mix without him having to be a part of the story. You can bring back Stitch Kuzman and bring an operator for him and give him a new design or give him his old design, whatever, and just put him as an option to buy in the store. You don't need to create a whole cinematic and create a whole reason as to why he's there. I don't really think you need to do that. I think you could just, hey, this is a Kuzman skin because he was a popular character in our previous game. So here you go, you can have a skin of him so you can rock in our new game. But we don't have to write him into a cinematic. We don't have to write him into a story to tell us why he's there. I don't think you need to do that, man. I really don't think you need to do that. The Warzone story just gets more convoluted. The deaths just don't mean anything. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. At this point, Soap didn't even get shot at the end of Modern Warfare 3. Like, those weren't even his ashes, bro. Like, I mean, you guys been saying some dumbass comments like, I wasn't in that urn, or like, my brain wasn't in that head. And, you know, maybe Call of Duty will pull some bullshit like that. That was my clone, Jabon. You know, like, it's not, this was just a conversation I wanted to have with you guys. Stitch might be coming back. Tell me how you feel about that.